good, YouTube? Welcome back to Brother Video. Welcome back to the channel, man. So look, man, I love these guys right here. I just uploaded a video to them just an hour ago. If you guys check that out as well. But we're gonna react to a video that they made a year ago. I only watched a select few of their vids, right? It's probably I only watched like 3 total. So this is gonna be like the 4th one. And it's called What's Hiding in the Most Solitary Place on Earth, the Deep Sea. And what's crazy is I heard the scientists only discovered only 10% of the ocean. So hey, if I'm wrong on that, correct me down below. But that's what we reacted to today. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Other than that though, let's check it out.
Sometimes the world feels, boring. We've visited all the remote islands, conquered the Arctic, and penetrated the deepest jungles.
Hey, hold up, bro. That man said the world seems boring. He probably did all that. I didn't do all that. Did you do all that?
But there is still one place to explore. It's a wet and deadly desert inhabited by mysterious creatures living in total...
Bro, he just said a wet and desert. Hold up, bro. He got me confused. Because a desert, if you guys don't know, a desert not wet.
It's a wet and deadly desert inhabited by...
Desert? Wet and deadly desert? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Somebody help me out, please.
Mysterious creatures living in total darkness. The deep sea. Let's dive down.
Before we get into this video, bro, if I was to go in the deep sea, I'd be so scared of the light bulb fish. My nigga, the fish, Nemo, come on now. Light bulb, boop, bright light bulb on your head. Like, nigga, where are you getting power from? You got a light bulb on your head. You got a light bulb on your head. Like, how you get a light, and where do you go to replace them? Like, how the fish replaces light bulb? That nigga better go to a electrical store. Just imagine, like, he deck out his light bulb on his head. Like, he don't just have a light bulb. He got a whole chandelier. The light bulb fish. That's what we gonna call him. The light bulb fish. Hey, what them things called, bro? Let me know, bro.
When we look at the sheer scale of the Earth's oceans, it's hard to believe that less than 2% of all biomass on Earth lives here. And of that small percentage, around 90% is located close to the surface in the first 200 meters.
Yep.
This is where we begin our journey. Here, light can still penetrate the water, which allows photosynthesis to occur. Phytoplankton, trillions and trillions of single-celled algae and bacteria make up the foundation of the ocean's ecosystem. And
now listen, isn't this true? So like, way down beneath, there's fish that need the darkness to survive. Like, if they was to come up, they would die. Isn't that a thing?
They're consumed by bigger plankton, who are consumed by other species. The seafloor at this depth is akin to the Amazon rainforest and is often covered with coral reefs, algae and other sea plants that are home to a plethora of sea animals. So far we've focused most of our attention on this comparatively pleasant environment where we fish, swim, pollute and do science. So let's dive deeper. Moving from familiar coastal waters into deeper, more remote waters, we eventually reach the edge of the continental shelf, where we're confronted with the continental slope, the long descent down to the deep sea.
Believe it.
With every additional meter of water, light fades drastically, which means there are basically no more plants, and the seemingly steep continental slope begins to remind us of the surface of the moon. Looking out, we're faced by what seems to be endless open water. Let's leave the slope behind us and enter what's known as the Twilight Zone, the portal to the deep sea. As we sink down further, the water pressure rises to deadly levels. The deepest scuba dive ever came in at 332 meters.
Help me out here. Isn't this true right here? You could dive so deep and that pressure is so tough down there. Won't it just flatten you? Bop. Because the water is so heavy on you. Bop. Like, isn't that a thing, bro? I'm not playing here. Now, like, if you go in a swimming pool, you go to the bottom, let's say like 8 feet, 10 feet, your ears start to pop. That's one thing. You going this far down, let's say, what is it? What he said? 300 and something meters? It's like 900 feet. Good gracious. You know what I mean? That's some heavy water. Like, they could probably squish your ribs. But I ain't talking about a barbecue. I'm talking about like your rib cage. Not a barbecue.
At depth, the pressure is like having 200 cars stacked on top of you.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Didn't I just say that, bro? Why is he... Bro, why is he... I just said that. So why are you saying that, bro? Didn't I just say that, bro?
Deepest scuba dive ever came in at 332 meters. At that depth, the pressure is like having 200 cars stacked on top of you. Yet we've only completed 3% of our journey. While this region seems pretty grim, many fish and other animals actually spend at least half their lives down here. During the day, it's a good place to rest and recover, hidden from predators in the vast, dark waters. At night, they can travel more safely into shallower zones to feed in the food-rich surface waters. In this transition zone between twilight and darkness, light becomes a powerful tool. Over 90% of the species indigenous to this deep environment.
Nemo, they did a good example of this right here. Them jellyfish, nothing to play with, big dog. Nothing to play with. Especially the farther down you go, they just get deadlier. You start seeing some stuff down there, you thinking you seeing light. You thinking you coming to Jesus. You seeing a jellyfish the whole time. So you go touch the light, bop, burn up your whole, okay, burn it, bop. You know what I mean? Some scary stuff. So, and jellyfish don't be nothing to play with. The farther you go down, and that light bulb head fish, the light bulb head fish, I'm gonna call him chandelier fish. I'm gonna call you chandelier fish. Nah, chandelier fish head man. Don't mess with that thing, bro. Y'all saw the teeth. The teeth come out his mouth like this right here. No joke. They be coming out like his mouth like this right here. It's like looking like this the whole time. Like, nigga, you never heard of braces? Like, you the only fish down there who got a light bulb. You should have advanced technology and you should have braces. His teeth come out like this right here. Literally like this right here. Like two pitchforks coming together. Boop. The light bulb head. Like, nigga, save power. Like, you got light, like you made the light bulb down there at the bottom. Hey, you trying to tell me that you ain't got no light down there? Like, ain't nobody else got light? Ridiculous.
Use bioluminescence chemicals.
He being stingy. That's what he being.
To create light. They do so as camouflage against the very faint sunlight, to send signals to potential mates, or to confuse and scare attackers. Or they use light to hunt. Another tool for survival in the dark is teamwork. At around 700 meters, we encounter a colony of siphonophores. They can be up to 50 meters in length, but are only as wide as a broomstick. To attract prey, a colony creates a tragically beautiful bright blue or red light and deploys a curtain of tentacles filled with toxic needles that kill anything that comes too close.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Listen here, motherfucker. You not finna touch me. If I see you down there, we're not coming in contact. It's like stuff down there just be a different. They got like a whole beep up. You know what I mean? Like, bro, think about it, bro. Couldn't you? Like, I'm just thinking. Couldn't you take electricity and throw it in the ocean and it'll kill everything? Or does that only work but so far?
But most species living down here have to rely on an unlikely resource: marine snow. White, flaky stuff that constantly sinks from the surface to the bottom of the ocean. It consists of dead plant or animal parts, fecal matter, shells, sand or dust. Even though this doesn't sound very tasty, without this crucial resource, life in the deep sea would starve. It's in this area that the most fascinating battles between two unlikely enemies could happen. Sperm whales hunt and attack giant squid the size of a house, while the squid fight back ferociously.
The size of a house?
Attack giant squid the size of a house. While the squid fight back ferociously, they probably don't stand a chance, but they do leave permanent marks on their killer's skin. As we reach 1,000 meters, deeper than the tallest structure built by humans, we need to be careful. This is the midnight zone.
We need to be careful. You need to be careful. You probably the only one who been there. Shoot.
A place of utter darkness. A barely explored wet wasteland consisting of nothing but endless black open water. At these depths, it's harder for a human to take a swim than to take a walk in space. Finding food down here is really hard, so life had to adapt and become extremely energy efficient. Like the 30-centimeter long vampire squid that floats through the water without motion, with long and slender catching arms extended. They're covered in tiny, stiff hairs which brush food from the water. This saves a lot of energy compared to actively catching food. For carnivorous fish, it's much harder to find food.
That's the one. That's the light bulb head man. That's him.
Food, since living prey is quite rare down here. So the hunters have to get a perfect grip on their victim on first strike, otherwise it will escape into the dark.
I told you.
Many deep-sea predators have several sets of long and deadly teeth. Like the viperfish, which uses its long fangs to trap even large prey and...
Yeah, buddy.
Like the viperfish, which uses its long fangs to...
Look, I just sucked him in.
Trap even large prey and swallow it whole. Or the frilled shark with its impressive set of 300 teeth.
Just imagine you think you're the biggest guy in the sea, and this guy come and get you. Ridiculous.
Which are curved backwards to hook their victims in their mouths. We sink further, below the 3,800 mark, as deep as the grave of the Titanic. We are now at abyssal depths. Here, life happens in slow-mo.
I ain't gonna lie. The animal's one thing, but if you see the Titanic underwater, that's scary in itself. The Titanic. And they will never get that ship up, bro. It's too big. What you gonna do? Seriously. And where the Titanic at, though, the water temps get so cold, it's just ridiculous. Think about it. They were near a glacier. It's too cold. Ain't nobody trying to mess with that. Who you think you is? That thing right there, like he got a penis on his head. Look at this right here, man. What he got going on?
And there are other things floating elegantly through the water. Plastic bags that were found by scientists in 2018. Even the remotest...
A plastic bag. Boy, listen here. If I put my life on a danger and it's just a plastic bag down there, I will want the biggest check ever. A plastic bag.
This place on Earth is not safe from human influence.
A plastic bag. Come on.
There's nothing left to do now, and our oxygen is running out, so we begin our ascent. After hours of traveling through dark nothingness, we finally see a glimpse of light. We arrive back at a calm surface. The oceans are so deep. There is so much of them. We owe it to ourselves and to our descendants to preserve them as well as we can. There are still so many wondrous things left to be discovered. So, you're all tingly now and want to go...
Oh, tingly. Nigga, I'm mad. I just did all that traveling to find a plastic bag. Listen here, guys. If you guys did enjoy the reaction, man, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on the way to 1600. But just like that, it's been real KoalaKam. I'm out this thing. Peace out. A plastic bag. Oh my god. Hey, I'll catch y'all in the next one, bro.